Welcome everyone, Dr. Thor here. Another fascinating tool from IGOS Research Lab. We have lots of these we've collected, and I'm always looking for fun, interesting ways for people to empower themselves with instead of playing idiot video games or communicating on low levels. Well, you know, here's a great fun tool that you can do with your friends, a get-together, which is pretty unintimidating. And I think it's a little more interesting than looking at cards. You know, there's nothing like a little bit of ESP cards to get people's attention. Well, let's look at something pretty fascinating. Laugh Out Loud Games. That's who makes this, out of the UK, Sconeland. And it's called Mind Reader, dressing up guessing game. Very typically British. I don't know what dressing up means, except we'll get into that a little bit here in terms of how that is interpreted. Now, this is something that is not overly unusual in terms of people placing things. I guess this has been done differently. You place something on your head somehow. Of course, they make these nice little holders with a word on it, and you're supposed to guess what's there. Now, this is done in kind of a silly way, but you can do this in a very much advanced science way, a manifesting scientist way. A cult scientist way is to make this fun game into something that really benefits you. So, as you can see here from the description, there's two people wearing these little devices here. And I've got a little mannequin to show you how this would go on your head. So you put this on your head. Probably everybody should have a little drink before that. They may feel awkward, but we feel awkward in a lot of ways when we shouldn't. This is a fun way of doing things, and a great way, guess what, to develop your sending and receiving abilities. Now, if they would have done this in places like SRI and the other institutes, they probably would have gotten a lot better results. They would have probably found people who want to work with them more because it's fun. Make everything fun and interesting. Dry, boring, dumbademia techniques and practices in general, particularly when it comes in areas like this, are very counterproductive. So I've always said this and so forth. Let's get into this. So, it contains 4 thought bubble head rings, which are these. Okay, so the head, and let's move this here. That has this top here, which is kind of like a little plastic chalkboard, and you get markers to go on there. So you write whatever word this is, and then you can just wipe it off with a wet tissue. And of course, it goes around your head. That ring goes on top of your head. Again, I've shown it over here so that people can see it better on the mannequin. So this is how it would be typically placed on someone's head. And you get 4 of these, so you can play in 2 groups. But you know, if you have that many people, does anybody know anybody who isn't boring? Well, maybe. But what a great thing to do with a get-together of a few people or on the holidays. After all, everyone is inside doing whatever they're doing. Worthless tasks, not developing themselves, etc. Now you can. So, you get 4 of these, so you can have like 2 teams, and you want to do this correctly. You know, the problem is you can do this just goofy, which I guess is how some people would use this, and that is, let me get in here to show their instructions. Each player wears a thought bubble on their head, then tries to guess the item that is written in the thought bubble by asking yes and no questions. Now, that's kind of the idiot way of doing it. The thought bubbles have a dry wipe finish and can be used again and again using the pens that come with it. So, you know, you get 2 of these pens that come with it, and I'm sure you can replace these if you really wanted them. Now, the other nice thing about this unit, I believe you can obtain this inexpensively, anywhere from $9 to about $18. So it is inexpensive, and of course it's a fairly cheap item here. I mean, this isn't exactly, but it should last you. Take a little bit care of it. but it is inexpensive to get something fun. So if you're unsure about people who want to participate or what's going on, I mean, and it's nice and small and light. What this is about 6 by 8 inches. You could take this with you places. Take it to school, the bus, your local bar. I don't know where you'd take it. Of course, you can't go to any of these places anyway. You could take it in your bathroom and pretend that it's a bar. You certainly could use this any place, anytime, because it is light and you can carry it with you. And it is kind of fun. If someone looks at this and says, well, you put this on your head, you're going to get a chuckle out of them instead of saying, oh, ESP cards? Those are boring. We all know that you're fraud. So the whole idea is, with all that, this is a fun thing, and how would you use it? Now, it's very simple to use, as it just states, but you don't want to guess. You can ask yes and no questions. Well, let me tell you how to use this in a training manner. Now, what you want to do is write something on there that you want to send to somebody. Now, what I have here is I've written, I hope people can read that, it says dog. So, you then want to send to this person, projecting your energy right into this area, which is the passageway to the third eye. Because basically your third eye is kind of in the center of your head and the back. It's not really in the front, but there are temporal lobes and other things in here that do tend to pick up and send energy out. So what you want to do is you want to send to that person. You'll sit there and say, you'll send the word dog to them. And, you know, this, as I say with all things, don't try and make this hard. Doing something hard has no value to you. Making it difficult to somehow prove something because you're either an arrogant idiot or don't understand the fun of the situation. So you could tell somebody this is an animal first. You want to try and make things easy, especially when you start off. You know, you got to get those wheels going in someone's head, those energies moving, etc. It's a warm-up thing. You want to make it easy. And I've talked about this before. Check out my other lectures. And of course, hopefully you've gotten many of the IGOS tools that we sell. We don't particularly sell this. You can find this on the web easily, or we may have an actual link to this product if you want to buy it, and it's always good to use our Amazon links so we get that big nickel or a dollar. Ooh, I've got my eye on some gumballs. Ooh, I need that Amazon money to make it wonderful. So, use our links to find it. This helps you find the right product as well. It makes it easy on you instead of searching the web, trying to. And we try and get you the most competitive place to get it at, the easiest as well, where the prices are good. So you would tell this person, I'm thinking of an animal. Oh, is it a lizard? No. Now concentrate. I'm going to send you the word. And then you want to do this. Now, I don't want to make this into a long training video. I'll probably do that for this product sometime in the future or whatever. But you concentrate on that. And you want to send images, generally not words. So what you project at this person is not D-O-G, God. Oh, I'm dyslexic. But the point is that you send the picture or the image of a dog to them, something that they would probably, but you know, dogs are dogs to a large extent. Someone's going to pick that up. So now the same thing would happen with you. This woman would have written something on a card that you now on your head, and she sends that information to you in the same manner. So you do this back and forth. This stimulates both types of brain energy stimulation, and as a sender and a receiver. Fantastic training. And again, as I always say, do things at high enthusiasm for short periods of time. Often, that's the key, people. So what you want to do here is make sure that you don't do this too long unless you're in a big party and you're playing. But, you know, after 5 or 10 minutes, you are gone psychically. But, you know, that's why you want to also vary sending, receiving, because this drains different energies out of you. But it's a fun concept on something I think's been around for years, this kind of technique. But they've went and made it easy for you. They put it in a funny little box. They've made these little things you put on your head. As I said, these are made very inexpensively. You have to take a little care with them not to break them. And of course, they give you 2 nice dry markers, and you can reuse these over and over again. So I hope everybody's enjoyed this. Note the links below if you're interested in this product, and have fun. That's the key to high-level empowerments. Until next time.